Mr. Johns,
I did sign it. Yes, sir, I did.
the floor is yours.
Thank you. I don't have to get up here, do I?
Oh, I thought you wanted to wait till your report. I saw your name up there, Judge.
No,
I thought you
I'd
wanted to
like
wait till your
yeah,
report.
I'll-
Okay.
Come on.
You can do it from here.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Jim Johns, Monroeville resident. And I'm a stickler about the 5-minute rule, so I'll talk fast. I'm going to ask Mr. Hugus and his staff, I guess, Paul, well, I'm going to address the Northern Pike Hill issue briefly. I'm getting a lot of residents asking me what's going on at the bottom of the hill. They're cutting the road back in. They're going to start timbering. I think a lot of people are aware of that. And I think, Paul, you have a diagram, a chart. I'm hoping that we can put it up here for those of you at home can maybe get an idea of where they're going and what they're doing. I'm getting so many people asking me where they're going to be cutting trees, how far back they're going on Burt Drives, so on and so forth. And unfortunately, I don't know the answers. So I asked these guys to maybe put up a chart that maybe you can explain it much better than I can, briefly.
Paul Wielden, zoning officer. It's not really a chart. This is the map that was
Map, I'm sorry.
that was provided to us by the property owner and the person that's going to be doing the logging. This is the intersection of Avers Creek and Northern Pike. This is where the bulldozer was sitting, and they cut the road in going
Yes.
up the hill. The existing temple was back over here. So they're going to cut a road in across this hillside, and the area outlined in orange is where the actual timbering is going to be happening. This is Point Circle Drive here, Lawley. It's going to be a select cut, not a clear cut. They submitted everything that the application requires. It was a very complete application. They made revisions. It was reviewed. Everything was satisfactory.
Okay, I appreciate that. I guess some of the questions that people are asking me that live along Burt Drive, they're saying, hey, listen, my house is right there. I have a hill behind me. How close are they coming to my property line? And I said, I don't know. I'll ask you guys, because I don't know the answer.
The timbering ordinance requires a 25-foot buffer, so there won't be any activity within 25 feet of the property lines.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that. So residents, if you can hear me or have any questions, just feel free to pick up the phone and call. If I don't have the answer, I'll get it for you. I hope that
I guess
helps.
the only thing I would add to that is that they are supposed to mark the trees that are going to be removed.
Okay,
So I'm not encouraging the residents to travel onto private property,
right.
but if they choose to look at a tree with a dot on it or a ribbon, it probably is a tree that's going to be removed.
I'll see if
Now,
you,
25 feet is not a far distance.
not very far.
25 feet is from me to the edge of the podium right
Right,
there.
it's not
So
very far.
It's not a very big
Right.
area.
So
I know the last time we had a discussion, there was issues of identifying where the property line is.
right.
They are not required to establish the property line in the field. It's not required in the ordinance. So, you know, we still may get some of those conflicts.
I understand.
But that's between those two property owners.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So, yeah, so the last thing you just said, Mr. Hugus, so the property owner that is doing the timbering, they don't have to establish the,
They supplied a drawing showing where the property line is. They are not required to show the property line in the field. In other words, they don't have to go out and do a physical survey in the field to show the property line. Now, I am sure they went out and identified it within reason using a GPS unit. There's probably ribbons along the property lines that show where that is, so they know. But it's not a physical survey.
okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. That's really good. Thank you very
And
much.
then as far as the big issue is the water runoff. They have an approved DNS plan from the County Conservation District who has jurisdiction over that type of event. So they do come out and make periodic inspections.
Okay. I think that should help. Thank you.
Very good. I'll leave the floor